Let's establish one thing. Vegas summers are brutal. The temperature easily goes every day over 100, 110 degrees. A way to stay cool is very, very important. If you're living in the past and you're still using a fan, you gotta wake up. The world is not how it was before. There are self-driving cars, we have cell phones, we have all the other technology. We should have something better than a fan to cool us off. And the swamp cooler or the evaporative cooler, it's the thing of the future. Now, is it an AC? This is not an AC, but it's a very, very good device to be able to cool yourself off or cool off an area in the house where you have maybe a little bit more heat than the other areas without cranking your AC up. This product is going to save you easily money because you're going to be able to raise your thermostat on your AC a couple of degrees, and for every degree you could gain about $20 on your power bill. So if you raise it 2 or 3 degrees, you're getting every month $60 back just because you have this unit. This one uses water to cool off. So instead of like a fan that is just blowing the hot air in the room on you, trying to cool you off, which doesn't really do anything, this unit will be able to basically cool you off with a cooling pad and with the water that runs through it. It has a remote, has a smart chip in it that will be able to create all those things for you. So any room should have one of these. And if you're asking, is this right for me? Well, the truth is this. If it's dry where you live, yes. If it's humid where you live, the worst that could happen is you're gonna have a fan, because at that point it just becomes a fan. It raises the humidity in the house. If you live in a dry place, it will help you with your nose. You're not gonna get dry, you're gonna get bloody noses. It's nothing but advantages on these units. And they only eat about 40 watts when they run, so they run on the same power as a normal fan, but these are way superior than fan. So fans, you gotta forget that. That's 1920s technology. That's how people were cooling off back then. And before fans, people used feathers to be able to cool off the king. But now, this is a new way. This is my second swamp cooler that I have in the house, or second evaporative cooler. What I do is I usually haul it from my bedroom to the room where I'm working on. So that way, wherever I am, I'm sitting in the cool mist that this one puts out. I'm going to take this one, I'm going to unbox it for you guys today. This is the Newair EC111W. I'm going to show you what's in the box, how to set it up, and what kind of cooling capabilities you have. I'm also going to put a link at the bottom of the video description where you're going to be able to find these. Once you remove the lid, this is the unit. It is nice and stylish, that's for sure. You're going to have a little manual with a little remote. So this unit comes with a remote so you could actuate it from the bed. The battery is very, very easy installation. Just goes into this little door and the door goes into the unit, and that's about it. And now you are ready as far as the remote goes. What about the Newair swamp cooler? So the fan part is over here. Is going to have a little tray here in the back. This is a 1.5 gallon tray. It has a little lock over here so you can remove the tray. And this tray, it's 1.5 gallons, so that's how much water you could put in it. The cooling pad is over here, and then the fan is here in the front. So what's going to happen is that the fan will draw air through the cooling pad. Basically, if you missed the physics class, what happens is that when water evaporates, it loses energy. And when it loses energy, it cools off. It cools off depends on how much energy it can lose. The drier it is, the more it loses energy, and therefore the more it will cool off. A unit like this can drop the temperature up to 30 Fahrenheit or 15 degrees if you're living in a very, very dry environment. Remember when I said it's really, really hot in Vegas? The pipes are so hot in the wall that I'm going to show you what's the temperature of the water that comes in the house. This is cold water. 97 degrees. So my walls in the house are 97 degrees. That's how hot is the water that comes in the house. This is the little tray that comes with the unit. It has a maximum and a minimum. I have filled up the tray all the way to the maximum, and all you have to do is just slide it into the little cassette here at the bottom. I'm ready to turn this unit on. Remember when I put that hot water in there? Trust me, it will still make cold air. Now remember I put that hot water in it, which was like 97 degrees? Well, the air that's coming out, it's 77 right now, because it will bring that water to its temperature, and actually it will drop into the 70s because of the evaporation. I'm going to turn it on. So there's an on power over here. So I just turn it on, and it has a couple of options, including swing. What swing does is going to make the air go in multiple places of the room. So this entire front panel starts to turn, and then that way the air gets pushed in multiple areas of the room, so it cools off a wider area. The little button that you have over here that says humidifier, this is very, very important because what this one does, it turns the water pump on or off, so you can see it over here. So right now it's just a normal fan, and if you turn it on, it's a swamp cooler. And then it has a mode. What this mode does, it varies the speed of the fan, so it kind of like simulates being in nature. It is quite a cool feature, but I like it quiet, so therefore I always keep it on the low speed. But you could go on high speed if you just want a little bit more power on the cooling. And it didn't reach his maximum capacity yet. That water has to cool off. So because it was so hot when I first put it in, it needs to catch on with the cooling, so the water pump has to extract all that energy. The cooling pad has to extract all that energy out of the water, so it will get cooler, but it takes about 30 minutes before it will be cool. If you want to rush the process, they have sent you 2 little ice packs that you could put in your freezer, and you could put these in the water, so the water will be chilled instantly. These are going to work better than just normal water, or you could just dump some ice from your fridge if you want in it. It's not really recommended to buy the ice because it will not be efficient financially, but if you just have some extra ice in the fridge and you just want to dump it in the tray with no problem whatsoever, it will work just fine. It will not break the unit, it will not clog it, nothing will happen to it, the water pump will work just fine. Trust me, I've been running swamp coolers for the longest time, especially those big units that you find in the house, you put them in a window. Those were working kind of okay. They have a little bit of a different principle, they are designed for different stuff. These you could run with the AC, it will cool off a room, and it will keep you in the cool. So the part that I really like about it is that when I'm sitting in a house, I have this unit sitting next to me in the computer chair, in front of the TV, any room that I am into, I basically drag this unit with me. If you could afford to buy multiple units, even better, because you could just leave them wherever you need to leave them. But they work really, really well. I sit in front of the TV. Maybe the house is a couple of degrees hotter. I really don't care. I'm by myself. Or my wife has another unit in the other room. She could use that. And what's going to happen is that basically you just keep yourself nice and cool. It's well worth the investment. Yes, they cost a little bit more than a fan. Well, not that an expensive fan, but they cost a little bit more than a fan. I hope you're still not using one of those stupid box fans. When I see those, I want to run. But they work really, really well. You could keep them with you at night to blow cold air over your bed. Things like these that make this unit completely worth it. As I said before, I'm going to put a link at the bottom of the video description. This model is EC111W, but I have their bigger brother unit, which is even better. That's going to be on my next video. This one is quite smart, but the other one, a lot smarter. Check out my other videos. I'm going to put links over here for you guys for the other swamp cooler videos that I've done. Totally worth it. And check out the links at the bottom of the video and let me know what you think in the comments for the YouTube. Thanks for watching.